Okay, so as it is in almost all types of coding, all the things that we've done up to this point is now going to get switched over to something else. The code that we used, where we would say, all right, if they're touching, this velocity is equal to this velocity. Well, on this one, we're going to use the same thing, but we just have a block called displace, and it looks the exact same, right? So if we run this code just to start, okay, we've got the two moving together, and the hippo now is pushing the elephant. And if we go look at what the code is doing, we see it. The hippo displaced the elephant. Now, just to try to see what would happen, I'm going to make elephant displace hippo. And I'll reset it, run it, and see what is different this time. And this two are still moving close together, but instead of the hippo pushing the elephant pushes the hippo. So the first one will displace or move the second one. Part 6 has some other codes that do these same types of things, but slightly different. Okay, so we have displace, and on these ones, we're going to get a few more types of collisions that will work together with the code that we've been using and let our games do things that are more interesting. Sometimes we want things to displace. Some things we want things to collide and stop. Sometimes we want it to bounce off of something, and so then we'll do these different ones. Okay, so we had here already parrot displaces penguin. So when we run it, the parrot is going to move the penguin. Whoop. Okay, so now we're going to try a couple of the other ones. So I've got bounce. So I'm going to say parrot, bounce, penguin. And we'll see what that one does. Now I got to make sure I get rid of this displace, and now we run it. So instead of displacing, now the two will move together. The parrot will bounce the penguin, and they both bounce opposite. Okay? We're going to try bounce off. Now, to save myself some time, instead of dragging that block out, I'm just going to type in off. Parrot bounce off penguin. And that's the same as this block. And sometimes, as always, it's easier to do the text instead of the actual the block coding. So now this one, oh, the parrot bounced off the penguin. The penguin was still moving, but the parrot bounced off of it. So instead of them bouncing off each other, the one only bounces off the other. Okay, and then the last one is collide. So on this one, I drag out collide and I say parrot, collide, penguin. I run it. And on this one, the two will meet and touch, and the one moves with it. So the parent collided and it stopped with the penguin. If I put both of them out and I said penguin, collide, parrot, and I ran it again, now the two touch. Oh, and they keep moving. Well, usually what would happen is it will match the other ones with it, but it's the opposite of displace is really what it's working with, okay? So you have displace, you have collide, you've got bounce and bounce off, and all of these are things we can use. And remember, it tells you exactly what to do when to do this. It even shows you where to do it. So just remember to use those instructions, and those are the types of codes we're going to be using today to make some interesting things happen.